Hi, welcome to Intern TV. I'm your host, Andrew Golden. Here at Newman, we have tons of students getting internships and experience in their selected field. As the host and with my co-hosts, we want to find the funniest stories, the best moments, and the worst moments. Joining me are my co-hosts, Jeff Wilson and Matt Dopp. How are we, gentlemen?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm good.
Thanks for having us. Appreciate it.
Yeah, really appreciate being here. Having a great time.
Of course.
Can't wait.
Would you guys like to give a little background on yourselves? A little
Matt Dopp,
introduction?
take it away, please.
Yeah, I'm Matt Dopp. So I'm a junior here at Newman. I'm a sport management major. And I've done a decent amount of internships. I've interned for the Wilmington Blue Rocks, Ed Snyder Youth Hockey Foundation, Lehigh Valley Phantoms, Dover International Speedway, Philadelphia Union, and now I'm doing a game presentation internship with the Flyers right now, and then I'll be starting one with the Phillies come March.
Wow.
So I've done
So you're a real overachiever, I would say, huh?
A little bit. I mean, what can you say?
Hey, it's all good.
I appreciate it. You have a sick sock game.
You know,
So
I
just wanna
try.
let you know.
You know, I'm up here with the overachiever. I got to overachieve in some way.
I,
You know?
Absolutely.
I got a boring one. I'm doing new socks.
Hey, dude, I'll hook you up with some nice ones.
All right, good. Yeah, after the show.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Yeah, so my name is Jeff Wilson. I'm a junior in the sport management program. I'm also in the sport business master's program, getting a little head start. So far I've interned at Philadelphia Public League, Philadelphia Baseball Training, NBC Sports Philadelphia. Right now I'm at All-Star Baseball Academy, and I actually have an interview later today for Citizens Bank doing a corporate affairs internship.
Not
There
a
you
big
go.
deal.
Are you excited for that?
I'm pumped. Cannot wait to get after it.
Right. So, as you can tell, we got some items over here.
Absolutely.
And this one just stands out to me for some reason. Matt Dopp, would you like to care to tell the background story on this?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll
something.
take him. So this is Mr. Celery right here. He's a mascot for Wilmington Blue Rocks.
Champions.
The champions, 2019 Carolina League champion Wilmington Blue Rocks. They were my first internship my freshman year. And part of the job was the interns would have to dress up as the mascot. So that was me most of the year. I would dress up in this nice little costume there, and then every time the Blue Rocks would score, my manager would yell, "Celery!" And then I'd have to get ready, like into the tunnel. And then when they played the song and it goes, "Woohoo!" they would open the door and I'd run out and I'd have to dance. And like,
So
I suck at dancing.
I got two questions for you.
yeah, hit
One,
me.
did you just break the rule of mascots? You just told who the mascot was?
You got me.
It's the first
You got
rule.
me.
And
First
two,
rule.
You got me, yeah.
and two, can you show some of those dance moves you got for the celery?
Yeah, of course.
Go ahead, bust them out
Get
right now.
after
Bust
it.
out,
Get
yeah.
after it.
So basically, you want to act like the manager then?
Yeah.
So
okay.
then,
Okay.
so
Ready?
then, yeah. So grunge coming in. All right.
Celery!
I yell woohoo.
Woohoo!
So then I would.
Nice.
And you know, give little high fives.
Wow.
Nice.
Whatever.
You know, you might have a career in dancing.
That was impressive.
I felt real good doing
Dude,
that.
you looked
Like,
real good.
I felt like I was
tell
having
you
an
that.
out-of-body experience watching myself dance, and it looked really good.
Right?
Can I
just
jump
saying.
in?
Yeah, go ahead.
So being from Delaware, been to plenty of Blue Rocks
Big
games.
Delaware guy.
Did you have to wear green tights under that suit? Because I know their legs are green. So was that part of the costume?
Yeah, let me hear about these leggings you were wearing.
Yeah.
I did wear green tights.
Nice.
Oh,
Nice.
I did, and it was actually a full-body morph suit. So
Even
it
better.
went on my fingers, went around there. I wore leaf hands for gloves, but I was in tights, and I'm not afraid to admit it. I wore green tights.
hey, dude, sometimes you have to
And you know
suck
what?
it up.
I looked good in
Hey,
them.
takes a man to admit that.
Yeah.
Takes
And
a man
not
to
only
admit
did you
that.
admit it, you admitted it on air. So now everyone knows.
Thank you.
No big deal.
Appreciate
Okay,
it.
so moving on. Jeff,
Yeah.
can you elaborate on how important internships are for college students?
Yeah, absolutely. I think internships are huge. Basically, from what I've learned since day one, it's not necessarily always about what you know. I think a lot of times it's more important who you know. For example, this interview I have later today, I got it through who I know. I got it through my connections. And that's how I've gotten most of my internships, through connections, just, networking, getting to know people. And then you kind of learn things on the job. So once you get that internship and you can go get that experience, that's when you start to learn things. But more importantly, it's so you can build that network, because you're only here for 4 years.
Right.
Sometimes some people take that extra year because they love it so much. So you got to build that network and be ready to get out there and be ready to, acquire a job out in the field, and work your way to get that job that you really dream of and desire, and just chase your dreams. I always say life's a buffet. You got to eat it up while you're here. 'Cause,
Right.
it doesn't last forever.
Of course, of course.
Yeah, and to add on that a little bit, like you said, I remember when I first came to Newman, I came to be a sport management major because I wanted to work in sports.
Right.
When I told this before to other in classes. When I had a chat with my grandma when I was in high school, she said, "If you could be anywhere in the world, where would you be?" And I said, "I'd be at the Winter Classic." So she said, "Go to work in sports." Right.
Right.
So that's why what first made me want to be a sport management major. And just like Jeff said, that the internships are so important because the more experience you get, you learn what you like, you learn what you don't like. And that's just why I tried to be the overachiever and try to do as many as I'm doing. And he's doing the same thing. And,
Absolutely.
So are you, is that we'll have more bridges and the more internships you do, the more you will know about what you're about to do once you graduate, because you've been to companies and you've worked and you've done things in the field, you've done things in the office. And that's just why doing as many internships as possible in colleges is vital. And that's why we're here to talk about them, to try to inspire others.
It really opens a lot of doors. Really opens a lot of doors.
Does.
So with internships comes the best moments and the worst moments. Could I have both of you give me one of your best moments in an internship and one of your worst moments in an internship?
Yeah. You want to go ahead first?
Yeah, I guess I'll go. So I'll talk about my one with the Lehigh Valley Phantoms. I was a digital and social media intern. So I called myself the content mule. I had my,
Yeah.
I was the mule.
You made your own nickname up.
Yeah, I did make my own nickname.
It's all right.
Get
Thank
creative.
you. Yeah, you have
Creative.
to. So I would go around the stadium on game days with my phone. I would take different videos of the game, the players, fans, for the Instagram stories, Snapchat stories, Twitter, yada, yada. And one day, about last year, I was there the year Gritty was born. And so the Phantoms mascot, which is Melvin that I have right here.
There he is.
Do a quick plug for him, best mascot in the AHL.
Shout it out.
So they came up to me and told me that Gritty was coming and that I needed to take the video. So this was coming off probably my worst game, where the week before I missed 3 goals and my phone died in the third period.
Oh man.
So it's kind of hard to be a social media intern with a phone or a camera that doesn't work.
Right.
I found that out.
I'd agree.
So I had a pretty bad week, and then I got there and they told me about how Gritty was coming and I had to take the video. So it really inspired me and made me feel like I had a vital role. So went through it, thought I was going to get back. Went out on the ice. Gritty and Melvin came out to the Titanic song with Gritty on the front of Melvin's quad like this, like Jack and Rose. They ran around, got the video, tweeted that, got retweeted by AHL, NHL, basically really went viral. Ended up going on my video ended up being on the NHL network.
Really?
So that was pretty cool for me.
So
that was a really cool moment.
No big deal, though.
Yeah,
not
not a
to
big
flex
deal.
or anything,
Yeah.
but
Cool
I
and
was on
collective.
TV.
No
Yeah,
big deal.
so that my video made it on there. So that was really cool. I guess I've had some bad moments, some screw ups. My last internship with the Philadelphia Union, I was a corporate sponsor intern, and one of my jobs was to send out gifts, like signed jerseys, to our sponsors. And my first week there, I was sending something out, and I accidentally hit next day air on a package that weighed 20 pounds. So all in all, it came back. It ended up costing about $84 to ship there.
Really?
When a normal UPS ground would cost $7.52.
So how much trouble did you get into?
I had a little bit of a talking and told me I can't be wasting money like that. But
$60-some down the drain.
yeah, in the tubes. So that was a rough moment, but it was a learning moment. I'm happy I did it.
There you go.
That's really it. Best and worst.
Yeah.
Jeff?
Yeah. So I think the best moment of my NBC Sports internship, I was event marketing. We did a lot of the authentic fan nights for like the Sixers and Flyers. So I think my best story would probably be actually my very last day there. We did Sixers authentic fan night against the Dallas Mavericks. The Sixers unfortunately lost that game, but basically what we did is we had a table set up, giving away prizes, and we would shut it down right after halftime, like the start of third quarter. And after that, we would go back upstairs to the offices, and my boss was nice enough. He bought us dinner after every event. So we were sitting in the office eating dinner and, just casual night,
Right.
just watching the game on the TV and dinner, talking. You know, it's our last day, kind of rewinded on the whole semester, and we hear the doors open on the other side of the office, which leads right out to the suite level in the Wells Fargo Center. And here comes Allen Iverson.
Right.
Allen Iverson just strolling casually
All
through
right,
the
yeah.
office, no big deal. Like he's been there plenty of times. So I kind of froze up because like grew up watching Allen Iverson, like always loved him as a player. And the only thing I could think to get out of my mouth was, "Wow, you're Allen Iverson." And his his response to me was, "No lie, that's me, baby." That's all he said to me. That was the only interaction I had with Allen Iverson. But hey, I'll take it. I will absolutely take it.
It's cool.
Yeah, and I think my worst experience was kind of something that you really learn from. My first internship with Philadelphia Public League. On Fridays, we would go around to different football games at the different high schools in Philadelphia, and it's really cool to kind of see like how developed some teams are versus others with different high schools, and like like the types of students that go there like demographically. So we went to a game at Strawberry Mansion High School, and a team obviously has 11 players on the field at a time. So this Strawberry Mansion had 9 players on their roster, and they pulled 2 people out of the stands, and the scoreboard wasn't working, and they were missing refs, and there's supposed to be Philadelphia police officers at every game. And so we got there, and my boss is looking around, and he's just kind of going ballistic, like freaking out. Like, it's a new athletic director at the school. He's like, "What are you doing? Like, you got to get this under control." So I think it was like it was probably my worst experience just because like I felt like very awkward and out of place because I've never dealt with that before. And we ended up having to like shut the game down like right there for like safety concerns and
Right.
like following like rules and policies. So that was probably like the worst moment because it was just like I was very caught off guard, like I didn't know what to do. Like I was just kind of like backing up, like backing away from the confrontation. But it was something that I've learned from, that's going to come up in your internships. And that's another great part of getting those internships and getting those experiences is you get to deal with these kinds of interactions, and like like where else are you going to get that experience? Like that doesn't happen every single day. And I can say that I have that under my belt now, and that's something that I've dealt with and something that I've taken care of. So I'd say that's probably my worst, but also like a very, I guess, inspirational, good experience. Good experience, not really inspirational, but a good experience for me now. I know how to handle those situations when they arise.
So going off of what you guys said,
Yeah.
you guys are, based off your credentials of internships, you guys are pretty well known in the sport management program for being very active in internships and getting that experience. And then you have these freshmen and sophomores that are wanting to get this internship and like see that you guys are thriving and getting internships. What would you say to those guys that are wanting to do that but don't know how to or lacking the confidence to go find that internship? What would your advice be to them?
Yeah.
Yes, what I would tell them is that there's a lot of things online you can do in terms of LinkedIn, teamwork online. That's basically where I go. And I also utilize my professors a lot. The sport management professors here are really good. And if you prove to them that you want to better yourself, they'll do anything possible to help you. And that's not just our sport management professors, that's any professor here at Newman. If you show them that you want to be great, they will make sure that you are great. But if you want to hide in your room for 4 years, why are they going to go out of their way to help you if you show no effort?
So it's
So
kinda,
just show up, let your face be seen, and just don't be a closet sitter.
don't be afraid to be
yeah,
great.
go outside.
Right.
Don't be afraid to be great.
Absolutely.
Don't be afraid to be great.
Yeah.
You got any
Yeah.
advice?
I mean, I think my advice is pretty simple. Just go out and do it.
All right.
You can't really hold back. You can't be afraid to do it. We did it. My first informational interview I did was a phone call with Nick Michaels, who works for the Philadelphia Eagles as an account executive of corporate partnerships.
Whatever.
If you would have asked me
Not a
in
big deal.
my senior year of high school, do you think like this time next year you're gonna be making phone calls with people who work for the Eagles? No chance. I don't like
Right.
that's not my personality. That's not who I am. And I think as I've gotten these experiences and come out of my shell and like not been afraid to speak up and go out and like go get these experiences, go get these internships, do a lot of volunteer work, just get my name out there, build my resume. Stuff like that is like super comfortable for me now. Like I have no problem picking up the phone, speaking with someone from the Eagles, speaking with someone from the Phillies, anywhere, and just having a casual conversation with them. And I think if you can really go out and do something as a freshman, I think it really stands out, and like people will be like, hey, like you're here as a freshman, like that's good, like you won't see that every day. But I think that at a school like Newman, where it's like such a small, tight-knit community, I think when someone sees someone else take that step and go get that opportunity, it's kind of inspiring to be like, okay, I want to do that too. Like, how do I do that? And it just builds reputation, A, for the school, but it also builds that reputation for yourself and for that program to be like, okay, like these students are legit. You know, they're here as freshmen and they're out getting these experiences. You know, they're not holding back. They're not waiting until junior, senior year. Like, they're ready to go now. And the earlier you get ready, the earlier, you know, things are going to blossom for you into.
Because you're going to have to go out eventually and get that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we got a little game or segment on this show called
Okay.
the Quick Six,
Yeah.
Okay.
where we're going to bounce questions.
Actually, no.
Yeah.
No.
What do you mean?
You're
no?
you're done asking
It's
questions.
our turn
I'm
to ask you the questions.
Yeah, I'm sick of
All right, we can flip the switch real
All
quick.
right, whatever. We're
So
gonna
you're
we're
going to
gonna
give
interview you
three
now.
questions each,
Yeah.
and I'll try to answer them as fast as I can.
Yeah.
All right. So who wants to
Top.
start?
Matt Dobb,
How many times a week do you tie your shoe?
Twice.
What's your favorite color?
Blue.
First car.
A Mercury Sable, 2001 red.
Favorite class in high school?
Does lunch count?
No.
Okay, we'll go with history.
Okay.
Do you step on cracks when you walk on sidewalks?
I try not to actually. I'm kind of like,
So you don't break people's backs?
yeah, I don't want to break
Appreciate
anyone's
it. Yeah, I guess.
When you drive, do you use your left or right hand on the steering wheel?
I use my left.
Why?
More control, you know.
Yeah.
The right turns are easier.
We
Left
actually-
turns are a little tricky, but
Understood. We asked you 7 questions, but I'm proud of you for answering all of them.
Yeah, I guess.
well, you know,
Didn't even know. That's how quick it was.
Whatever.
that's what I am.
Hey, quick
I'm
six.
ice. You can't ice ice.
Cannot ice.
I guess.
All right, well, guys, thank you for coming on the
Hey,
show,
Thanks
No,
for having
thank you.
us.
Appreciate it.
and we will see you next time for another edition of Intern TV.
Hey, take care.
Care.